This one is going to be fun. I know there's a lot of women who aren't going to like this video. A lot of women are going to sit up there and say, well, that's not all women. And for those women who feel that way, that feel like this doesn't apply to you, chances are they don't. However, if you are in the dating scene like I am, and yeah, I know I'm a little bit older. However, I've also been a single full time father for over 13 years. I've had to put my dating life on hold for a little bit so that I could be a father to my kids. It doesn't mean that I've forgotten what it means to be a man or what it means to be in a relationship. And the hardest thing about me getting back into the swing of things, me getting back into a relationship that I want to be in, is the perspective that women seem to have on what a relationship is supposed to be. I can't speak for men. You'll come at me all day, every day about men do this and men do that. I can't speak for all men. I can only speak for myself and the men who can relate to what they hear in this message. I'm not going to pretend to feel like all men need to be the head of the household, especially when they don't know how to handle that responsibility. But I do also believe that there's a lot of feminists who have taken head of household out of context, completely out of context for their own selfish benefits. They don't want a man in charge. They want to be in charge. They feel entitled to every last thing that a man has and will threaten him and tell him that if you don't give me what I want, the grass is greener on the other side and I can go get it from over there. A lot of people will respond in the comment section and say that this is or isn't a godly perspective on how a relationship is supposed to be. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it really comes down to what works for you. I personally believe that there's a huge difference between an alpha male and a beta male. And I believe a lot of these women who want to say things like, I don't need a man to protect me. I allow him to think I need him, but I don't really need a man to protect me. You're not looking for an alpha male, you're looking for a beta. You're pretending to want an alpha in your life who can accept you for who you are. But the sad reality is, an alpha male will never accept you as a replacement for himself. Now, I don't see anything wrong with either side. If you feel that you are an alpha female, then you have to accept the reality that the man you have in your life, the man that you're looking for, is not going to be the masculine male figure that you think you want in your life. That's not what you're looking for. You're pretending. I want all the traits of a masculine man, of an alpha male, but I want him to do what I tell him to do. I want him to give me absolutely everything that I want when I want it. And I will allow him to believe he's in control until I feel it's time to take back over. A lot of these feminists talk like men's masculinity is toxic. But the question that I have is, then why are you trying to replace it? You're not trying to remove it, you're trying to be it. And as a man who respects myself, who is in control of my own situation, I'm not going to allow you to redefine what it means to be a man so that I can then allow you to apologize for something I've never done and take a lesser role in my own life. If you don't like the way that I lead my life, then why are you even considering being in a relationship with me? Now, I will say that men aren't perfect, including myself. We share the blame and why we've gotten to this page where women feel like they need to be in charge. Men feel like they need to lord themselves over women, because that's not what being head of household means. It doesn't mean that. It simply means you are the provider and the protector. You are making decisions for that family to keep them provided for and to keep them safe. They trust you with that responsibility. It doesn't mean that they are your property. We've gotten away from that. We've chosen to redefine what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman, and we've allowed society, these modern feminist women and whatever you want to call the other side of men. I don't date men. I can't define that for you. That have taken this out of context to mean something it does not. This doesn't condone a man going out cheating on a woman. That is not respect for that relationship. That doesn't condone a woman feeling entitled to what a man has. You don't get married thinking about what you get out of that relationship once you get divorced. You don't strategically plan to get into a relationship so that you can make an investment in your future without that person. Marriage is supposed to mean something. It's not a temporary solution to a long term problem. Instead of ridiculing each other on a regular basis, we need to get back to a page to where we know what we want. We know how it's supposed to work. And we make those compromises and those sacrifices in order to achieve our dreams, our goals of being in a healthy relationship with our lifelong partner. That is the biggest problem. We have created an environment where it's okay to say relationships are now temporary. It's okay to start planning for what life will be like without the relationship we haven't even fully committed to. It's okay to be open, to not control our urges, to sleep with whoever we want to, and not have to deal with those consequences or to ignore them and escape them when things aren't going our way. I know who I am. And again, I don't speak for all men, I don't speak for all women. But if you want to be able to identify some of these problems, then this is where we need to start having these discussions. I personally, I know that I'm a good man. I know that I'm a good catch. I know that I'm ready to be in that relationship. But I'm not willing to accept, I'm not desperate enough to say I'll be that beta male when I know that I'm not. Why? Because I don't want to lose that piece of me. I don't want to have to sacrifice that part of who I am to try to make you happy when we were never compatible in the first place. Now, before you decide to speak badly or poorly on what I'm saying that's the relationship that works for me. I'm saying that there are other men out there who identify with what I'm saying, and even a lot of women out there who can relate, who are willing to say that I don't mind a man being in control of our family, of being that provider and that protector. But they can't say that out loud because you got feminists that want to come out and tell you that it's wrong to believe that way and you're not really a woman because you're living in the past. I think above all else, people need to stay out of the relationships, stay out of their business. If it works for them, allow it to work for them. I'm just here to tell you that you women who believe you're looking for an alpha male, you're not. Not if you believe that you are more of a protector in that relationship than he is. If you're not going to allow him to be who he was meant to be, that provider, that protector, to encourage him to be that. Anyways, food for thought. I'm not always right. I'm always looking to expand my education, my knowledge in life. If you agree or disagree, I appreciate any response that I get in the comment section. And if you want more conversations just like this, please do me a huge favor. Let's grow this community, have honest conversations with each other. And that starts with you hitting the like, subscribe, and follow button so that I can bring more videos just like this, more discussions just like this to you. You guys have a great rest of your day. I will talk to you guys again soon. Peace.